everyone, it's Kendra from Kendra's Kitchen Plus. It's Monday and it's, how do you say hot? Because it is hot out there. It is supposed to, the real feel later on today is supposed to be in the 40s, which seems to be unheard of here in Ontario usually, in Ottawa specifically, but that's how high we're getting up. So last time I remember it being this hot, I was 8.5 months pregnant. It was not fun. Actually, I was 9 months pregnant because we still had that heat wave when Malcolm was born, and it is hot, 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 and nobody feels like cooking. And trust me, I don't feel like cooking. Like, I'm a little late here because I did not feel like cooking. Let's face it, it is too hot to do anything today, but I'm dedicated to meal prepping, so I am here to show everyone how you can meal prep without turning on that oven, without heating up a burner on the stove, because that's what I'm doing. I'm not touching this oven. Logan managed to figure out how to turn the oven on this morning. It heated things up quite a bit in here, and I am definitely not looking to repeat that. Okay, so let's share this to everywhere that it needs to go. Whoop. Here we go. This is a lot faster than my old laptop, as I'm sure you can tell. So, oops. So I am making things for the week that aren't going to heat up my house, that aren't going to heat up my kitchen, that aren't going to make me go absolutely insane, because it is super important to me to still be able to have meals ready, because let's face it, if I don't have meals ready, then I'm going to not want to make, I'm not going to want to make food. I'm going to want to eat takeout, which, let's face it, this body's seen a lot of takeout, so we don't need to add to that. So I am making meals that are easy to reheat or eat cold, because let's face it, this weather, it's not the best. Sorry, I'm distracted here. So I am making side salads so that way when I only have 2 meals here, right? So when or only 2 things of chicken here. So when I am ready and able, I can just throw a meat on the barbecue and then I'll have salads ready to eat too. So that's definitely important for me as well. Having the sides ready so that way it's just a matter of figuring something else out, you know? There we go. Hi Carolyn, I see you watching there. Hope you're having a fantastic Monday. Go. Going to close this so that we can get to it. That's still doing its thing. Let's start with our broccoli salad. So, I got broccoli because it was on sale, which of course, it's still good. Used to not really buy broccoli, but I'm pretty sure it used to always go bad before I used it, if I did buy it. Now that I cook with it, I find that I'm eating it more. I'm actually using up what I buy, and the Fridge Smarts definitely help me reassure me that my broccoli is gonna last. So I'm just rinsing it off here. Okay. So I'm gonna start by putting it. Don't know if you can hear it, but I've already got, I won't tell your boss. So, I don't know if you can hear it, but I do have my potatoes in my microwave pressure cooker, so that way I didn't have to heat on a pot or the oven to get my potatoes cooked. Your secret is safe with me, Carolyn. Let's just put it that way. So I'm just cutting off the little broccoli florets. That's the part that we really only want to worry about eating anyways. And I want little itty bitty pieces because that's how I like my broccoli salad. I don't like big chunky broccoli salad. Give me this teeny tiny broccolis. One day, Carolyn, you will be your own boss, and your own boss, you can watch me whenever you want, because you're going to be a Tupperware director. I see it in your future. Carolyn's part of my team, if anyone else is watching, and she and I have some big goals. She has some big goals. Carolyn, why don't you drop your VIP group in the comments so people can join? You're part of my team. My friends are your friends. I'm happy to share. Okay. So we've got all the broccoli parts. I'm going to save that for a soup maybe. I wonder if broccoli cheddar soup would be good cold. I think that it would be, especially on a hot summer day. Next project. So definitely, if you're watching, join Carolyn's group. She has different take on things, of course, as we all do with life in general. And she has a great VIP group that she is trying to grow and sell and become a Tupperware director, which that's my goal too, but I've had things come up and I haven't quite got there yet. So when you help Carolyn, you help me, which helps our director. It's a whole big happy family. Okay, we've got our broccolis all chopped up here. Now, as you heard, my microwave went off, and I'll show you why in a second here. Okay. Because I started my chicken with bacon in the microwave, and as you can see, it's about half cooked there. So let's flip it and put it in for another 5 or 6 minutes or so. Oh, hubby must have used it last night. I prefer my big spatula when I'm using the Micro Grill, but this is actually my brand new Micro Grill. I have two, but I've only ever used one until now. And the reason I only used one is because I didn't feel like washing the other one today, and we used it for dinner last night. I've always said I need a second one, so that way should I arise, or should it happen so that I didn't want to wash the MicroPro grill, I'd be set. Well, here we are. So I'm actually going to put that in for 7 minutes. Let's do that. I actually earned this MicroPro grill. I can't remember if it was earned or won, but I earned an entry if it was one into a draw by just doing my job. So it is a wonderful opportunity to take advantage of if you do love Tupperware, if you do like earning free stuff. Alright, so next up, we're going to add some carrots into our broccoli salad, and I'm looking for my towel so I can dry things up. Oh, there it is. Somehow it ended up in this sink. The weird way things happen. This is the Master Grater. It is on sale for 1 more week. Hi Patty, thanks for hopping on. So how it works is it suctions to your surface, and I lift, as you can see, it's not moving. I'm lifting with all my might here. So we've got that down pat. I'm just going to put this underneath here. I'm going to start using the grater for my carrots, of course. So I'm going to take the cone. I'm using the fine grater for my carrot corn. It starts with the C. It's Monday. It's a heat wave. You know what the deal. So we have cut this in half. And we are going to grate our carrot into our broccoli salad. Oops. So now it did come up a little bit there because there was a bit of water. Just gonna toss it to see if I need more carrots or not. Carolyn, it's actually just stuck to my stove right now. I use my stove as my main part of the kitchen, but it sticks to any surface as long as it's dry and clean. I'm gonna get a spatula here. And I think 1 carrot was more than enough. So we're not going to do any more carrot grating, but I do have another one that I can snack on. So now I'm going to make my little dressing here. And how I'm going to do that is the Quick Shake, which is currently only available with the Season Serve. But there's also the other thing. Can't remember what it's called. All-in-one shaker. Oh, it's available. Since I'm trying to sell it here. But the Quick Shake is superior in my opinion. Just gonna add some sour cream here to give it some creaminess. Sour cream is definitely something you measure with your heart. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So So I've got some apple cider vinegar, some sour cream. I'm gonna measure the honey with my heart too. I feel like that's about 2 tablespoons. Then I'm gonna season it with this onion, garlic, and herb seasoning from Sunset Gourmet. I feel like that was about half a tablespoon. Salt and pepper to taste, or as I prefer to call it, measuring with my heart, and a little bit of salt. So now we're going to take this quick shake it all up, and pour it onto our broccoli salad. There we go. So just open, pour. Sounds very liquidy, but it should be delicious because the broccoli should absorb that liquid for the flavor and the taste, and it smells amazing. So there we have a broccoli salad. I am gonna try it. Yes, that's delicious. Okay. Up next, our pressure cooker is done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to empty this and then cool off the potatoes so they stop cooking and they don't cook the sauce when we get to it. So the pressure cooker is a great tool. Definitely something people are skeptic about when they first hear of it because, you know, pressure cookers seem dangerous, but this one is perfectly safe. And especially in the microwave, it seems dangerous, but perfectly safe. So let's go over some of the safety features. So up first, we have your steam gun and your pressure valve. So this tells you if your pressure cooker is pressurized. As you can see, I'm touching it, nothing's coming out, so it is depressurized. This lets the steam valve lets extra steam and pressure out, so that way you're not worried about it having too much pressure and exploding. So it's overall very safe with those two there. But we also have this handle here, which is a little broken but on mine, but it won't be on yours. So it's locked in place. So you lift it up and it unlocks. I have actually. I usually make pork tenderloin for pulled pork in the pressure cooker, and it is amazing. So I've lifted up the lock, and it's still locked though, because if I'm just holding on to the lid, it's not coming off. So I have to unlock it again. So that's just another safety feature. Oh, I was turning it the wrong way. So opening it away from me so the steam doesn't blow in my face. And now I'm just going to check the potatoes. Pretty sure they're, oh yeah, that's perfect. And I'm going to dump them into my sink. Of course, using a colander. And then I'm going to have cool water, have them sit in cool water for a few minutes. So let that sit here. And now we're going to try out the MicroPro Grill because that's what just went off here. So I find that the MicroPro grill, like for most people, that should be fine. Like they wouldn't have that issue of it being too hot from touching it, because it's supposed to be anti-heat. But because I'm extra sensitive, especially in my fingers, it's too hot for me. So usually I do grab it with a microwave or with a glove or whatnot, which this one's from Pampered Chef. It's really great. So there we have it. They're completely cooked. I'm gonna let them be. If I was going to eat them right away, I would now put barbecue sauce on and put them back in for a few minutes. But because I'm not gonna eat them to this very second, I might eat them later today, I won't finish cooking them, like get that caramelized barbecue sauce. But I will set them aside for now. And since the microwave is free, I'm going to use my Pampered Chef seasoning here, rotisserie chicken. And I'm just doing my season serve with them, just so that way they're evenly coated in seasoning. Evenly coated in seasoning and flavor. Throwing a bit more on. Oh, I got some of the seasoning in my nose, which in turn went to my throat. Oh, okay. There we go. So they're seasoned really well. So I have baked potatoes here, and I've washed them, covered them in oil, and now I'm going to put the chicken in my medium-sized stock cooker. The potatoes are in the larger one. I'm going to use the colander so that way it is not sitting in its juices. We'll put those in. I'm going to start these on 15 minutes. And as you can see, I'm mismatched in my stock cooker today, but so is life. Okay, so while those potatoes cool, I'm going to do up my cucumber salad. So I've got, let's see, 5 cucumbers here, which I'm just going to rinse off. Probably should have grabbed my mandolin, then I could have made this super easy, but I forgot. So I'll just use a good old-fashioned knife. Which glides easily. I'm just going to wipe this out with my towel, and we're going to get our cucumbers in here. So in my cucumber salad, it is basically going to be cucumbers. So that's how easy making a cucumber salad is. You just need cucumbers. I mean, I probably could shred up the carrot if I wanted, the other one, but hubby's not a huge fan of carrots, so I'm going to make this a little more friendly for his tastes and his likings. So these knives are sharp. It always amazes me how well they cook. I grew up with dull knives in my house, and I never really had good knives until Tupperware. And it is amazing how a good knife set can change your kitchen game, how your slicing and dicing game. It really helps out. Now I was going to do a pasta salad too with a towel, and it was going to be super easy because I was going to use my pasta maker, show you how to cook pasta in the microwave like I do almost every other week. But unfortunately, I don't have any pasta at the moment, which is shocking because that's what my kids live on basically. So I was going to have my peppers, I was going to have other things in there, and it was going to be absolutely delicious, but alas, no pasta, so no pasta salad. And pasta salad is really easy to do. I like it with Italian dressing and then little veggies in it. I usually use my supersonic chopper to do up those veggies. Okay, so we have one more. So we have our cucumbers. And what we're going to do now, of course, is make the dressing. So I will grab my apple cider vinegar again. Have to cut that. And then measure with our heart the sour cream, but I feel like I want this to have a little more sour cream. And we are using lemony dill seasoning because I thought that would be a great addition to a cucumber salad. Okay, pick it all up. The Quick Shake really makes making your own dressings and salads at home that much easier. As you saw, I took nothing to make. Perfect. So I'm just going to take the Servalier lid here for the Servalier bowl, which are currently available. Thanks for hopping on today, Patty. Hope you have a wonderful day. All you have to do is press on, and it's airtight, liquid tight, as you can see. Servalier collections are available. If you need to, if you're looking for one, just let me know, and I'll share the link. Well, the link is also pinned in the comments. So there's our cucumber salad. That is delicious. Okay, so last but certainly not least, we have our potato salad. The potatoes there. Gonna chop up some celery to go in. Gonna rinse that off first. So we have 3.5-week-old celery here. And as you can see, it is still good. It is still delicious. It is still beautiful, if you will. Okay. I'm just gonna cut out the ends here. Slice down the middle. Pieces that aren't the best there. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Typically, what I do for my potato salad is I just add bacon, cheese, ranch dressing, and that's what I do. But today I thought I'd try something different, so I'm adding in celery for crunch. And then I'm going to make, do I have it here? Yes. It's cheesy bacon and chive seasoning mix. So that's essentially ranch, right? And it has everything in it already. So I'll just mix that up with the remainder of the sour cream. And then I will mix it in with my potatoes and celery. Which I'm thinking I could have used my supersonic chopper for this. It would have saved time. But we're already doing it this way, so no going back now. But like I said, the knives are amazing at slicing and dicing, so it's all good. Yes, yes. I'm showing the knives, as Shannon said. Now, I do have difficulties with knife control, but because these slice so easily, it's not as bad as it might be. So I am just shaking it all up here to get the celery throughout. I am just going to use this container because I'm not going to add in any vinegar for this one. This one I prefer to be more creamy. Measuring that seasoning with my heart, double checking that I picked the right one. And I'm just going to grab a little bit of mayonnaise. Just so that way it kind of thins out a little. That doesn't even fit in there. This does though. So just a little bit. Just fold it in, David. So I managed to use an entire tub of sour cream today, which I feel like I need to give myself an award for that. Because before growing up, I never would have thought to use sour cream, let alone in an entire tub in one day. But there we go. Ooh. Now I might add cheese and more bacon later, but this is looking like a delicious potato salad to go along with one of our dinners this week. If not more than one. Usually when I make a big batch of salads like this, it will take me a few meals to get through it. And having a repertoire of salads, especially in the summer, is going to help with that. So there we have it. We have 3 salads. We have chicken in the microwave with baked potatoes. There's still a few minutes left on there, so I won't get to show you that. But that is how easy it is to meal prep during the summer when it is super hot out and you don't feel like cooking. You don't have to do anything extra. I didn't turn on my stove. I didn't turn on my oven. I just used my microwave. All right, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.